Hey, this is Jonas making video games with you. I made some really cool changes to Ovus Nova. You can see the first one here. X only hatch creatures in one direction now. There's still coming 2 creatures out of every egg, but they're only going in your swipe direction. That actually allows you to move around the map. Now that we have walls, this change was absolutely necessary, because otherwise you would just keep spreading in all directions without having all that much control over where your units go. That's a lot better now. You can go to the left, you can go to the right, you have even more decisions now. You can spread in both directions as earlier by sending some of your eggs to the left, some to the right. In general, that just means more options, which is good. Another big change is that I removed red eggs. So eggs always hatch with the same speed now, but you cannot place them on top of each other. Honestly, it was a pretty suboptimal strategy to create eggs on top of each other because they hatched a lot slower, so I just decided to do it like this. Also, now that we have bigger maps, smaller creatures, that means you don't have to click that precisely if you just want to create one egg when there are a lot of units on top of each other. That usually meant you had to have very precise aim. Now you can just broadly swipe over them and you don't have to be worried about that you accidentally create a lot of red eggs. That won't happen anymore. And here you can already see it's really cool that you can now control the direction of your units even better. This time I tried a different strategy and I sent all of them to the left. Last time I sent all of them to the right. They're just different things you can try now. As I've said, more options, just more options. And more control. Alrighty, another big change I made is how you get upgrades. You see that bar at the top? It's still more or less the same, but it constantly fills up. You don't have to do anything special, it just fills up over time, and as soon as it's full, you get the upgrade. There's only one special rule that makes it a little more interesting, and that is if you have no X on the screen, it fills up 3 times as fast. If you don't have any X, it fills up 3 times as fast. Let that sink in. So actually it works pretty much the same way it did before, just with a more elegant rule set. Easier to understand. Just works a little better in general, I think. You still have that decision, okay, do I create a lot of eggs and get the upgrades a little later, or do I not create that many eggs and creatures and therefore get the upgrades a little faster? You still have that decision. That's perfect. Also, I fixed quite a couple of bugs. It runs a little more stable now. When I implemented the walls, I was still pretty scared that this game plays not so well. It wasn't all that fun. But now that I made a couple of little tweaks to the gameplay and fixed a couple of bugs, it plays a lot better. It's a lot more fun now. I'm really happy with the result. Also, look how cool this level looks. Isn't that cool to look at? I really like it. Just defending hordes and hordes of enemies. Really awesome. So yeah, once again, in this level, this is more or less what happens when you go to the left. And this is what happens when you go to the right. As I've said, it's really cool that you have some options now. Because earlier when those eggs split in both directions, you didn't really have that option. Sure, you could try to expand somewhere, but it was kind of a waste of your resources to just give up the creatures on one side, so you had to expand in both directions more or less. Now you can really just focus on one direction, on both directions. You can go wherever the hell you want. It's beautiful. But let's not make this video too long. Just tell me what you think about these changes in the comments. Do you have any ideas to improve this even further? There will be more changes very soon. There will also be a new update on itch.io very soon. So keep an eye out for that. I have a couple of ideas how we could make this game even better, and it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be unbelievable. It's true. Once again, thanks for all of your great support, your great ideas. Make the world your playground. Have an amazing day. See you in the next one. Peace out.